Okay, this video is going to be under 5 minutes. So I basically wanted to do this video because I want to talk about how I think the law of attraction is actually a backwards, and it's a backwards concept. And that people think that you just get whatever you want doing law of attraction, and you think of something and you attract that thing because like attracts like. But I actually have a theory that I think that the law of attraction is actually completely backwards, and that we actually don't attract what we think we're attracting, but we attract the opposite of what we want. And the reasons why are just the fundamental aspects of LOA are wrong and are meant to kind of either keep people in the dark and keep people not understanding how it works intentionally, or just because it just doesn't work in general, or because there's something more malevolent behind it, like something more sinister behind it. But I'm not really sure what it is. I just want to say that from my experiences with LOA, with what I've been doing with LOA, I would get things that looked exactly like my desire and looked exactly like what I wanted, but then later I would realize that it was the complete opposite of what I was trying to get or what I desired. And to me, it's kind of like when, science and stuff says opposites attract, not that like attracts like, but like opposites attract, like the, you know, that type of thing, where they say opposites attract in dating and relationships and stuff like that. I do think that opposites actually attract completely. And I just wanted to give an anecdote to do this video instead of just like rambling on and on. I just wanted to give like a solid actual anecdote of why I think that LOA really gives you the opposite of your desire. Even if you're careful and do it completely right. And I think that this anecdote will really kind of maybe open people's eyes, because this is a phrase or a mantra basically that I've been using for, I want to say, like 2 or 3 years in LOA, and I've been saying this mantra every single day since I learned the mantra. And I've been saying the mantra basically to try to get a reality, or like parallel myself in a reality that was the highest possible reality or the highest possible outcome. And the mantra itself, it's basically really simple. Every morning I would just say, I wish to see the highest possible outcome. And then I would just, live my life. Like, sit back, relax, and hope that I was going to see the highest possible outcome instead of just seeing, like, something terrible happening. And I said, I wish to see the highest possible outcome every day. And what I noticed is that on the days when I would say it like and really intend it to happen, those would be some of my like worst days, or just my most unlucky days ever. And I'm not the type of person who typically had like bad luck or like unlucky stuff happen to them. Sorry, my rabbits are like kissing each other, so I had to look. Um, so I'm not the type of person who had like unlucky things happen to them that often. I really just like lived a pretty like normal life where like I didn't really, believe in a lot of superstitions or anything, but this was different. This was just me saying, okay, I wish to see the highest possible outcome, because I wanted to align myself really with the highest vibrational reality. And one time when I said this is the biggest part. I was in let me think. Okay, so I was going to New York City. I was going to the city of New York, and I was about to get on the train into the city of New York. You know how you take a train into New York City because you can't drive. Well, you can, but I just didn't want to drive my car into New York City. And the train was like really crowded and everything. So I was there and I had to get onto the train, and I had to get onto like a seating row in the train, and I sat like, um, kind of towards like the back of the train. And I had said that day, I was saying this a lot, and I actually had just went to Alex Gray's mirror museum in Poughkeepsie, New York. So I was in a really like spiritual place because I just went to the Poughkeepsie Alex Gray Museum and I had seen all of the cool paintings with all the different eyes, and like I thought my third eye was super open, and I was high vibrational and woke, and all this stuff. And so I had written it in my phone as a reminder that I would always say I wish to see the highest possible outcome. And I got on the train, and literally it became the worst thunderstorm that I had ever seen in my life. It was insane. Like the river that we were going by, like the Hudson River, was like almost flooding because it was such a bad thunderstorm. And a tree actually hit the train that I was on, and it hit it like one car in front of me. And so because the tree hit the train, we had to get off of the train, and the train had to be stopped, and we all had to wait um uh by next to the train. We all had to get off. They ordered us off the train, and we had to stand there and wait while they said that they were gonna get a new train to come for us and bring us into the city. And so I literally had to stay off of the train for like 3 or 4 hours, and that was all because a tree hit the train so hard that it derailed it. Um, and like I don't exactly know, what happens with trains, but obviously the train couldn't like keep going because the tree hit it, and I just felt like so weirdly unlucky. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, I kept saying I wish to see the highest possible outcome, and I said that through the rest of the day. The day just kept getting worse. Like, worse things happened where the next train that was supposed to get us ended up getting delayed as well. And when I got into the city, I just had like the worst time. It was just not a fun like vacation. The hotel canceled our reservation like last minute, and all of these unlucky things just started piling up like one after the other. Um, I wasn't like feeling it anymore, and my friend actually told me like never say that phrase again because I had been telling her like say this phrase with me, and we'll have a good day. And she was like, never say that phrase again. Like, because what I think now is that um, the what you do when you attract something and you focus on something so and so much, and you put your attention and your focus and your intentions into something so often, you actually are taking that thing out of the quantum realm, and you are pushing it from you. Like we have, you know, we can attract things and we can think we're attracting things, but I think that the universe, um, and this is also why like people who always talk about they want this, they want this, they want this, and they seem like they never actually get that thing. It's because the more that you focus on something that you want, subconsciously, you're actually pushing it away. And I've seen this with subliminal results. I've even got myself like the opposite subliminal result. And I think the whole thing is negatively influenced. Like, I think the entire thing. Basically, Esther Hicks, who was the founder of Law of Attraction, not really the whole thing, right? But just in the West, bringing it to popularity lately, she was speaking with this spirit who she called a spirit of Abraham, and an Abrahamic spirit. And she said that the Abrahamic spirit is what gave her the knowledge and the wisdom of the law of attraction. However, this Abrahamic spirit was also conjured up using things like Ouija boards and other methods to talk to dead spirits. And a dead spirit can easily disguise itself from a demonic entity and disguise itself as this benevolent entity. So I think the information that she got is from a spirit that had no good intentions for humanity and maybe wanted to mess up humanity, and things like that. And with manifesting, I think that even if you do get everything you want, and even if you do get the things that you think are going to make you happy, at the end of the day, that type of stuff does not make you happy. even if it's like mental health, even if it's like I'm actually like healing my anxiety, there's still always this void and this emptiness that comes upon someone. And that's basically why I just stopped practicing it. I stopped using it because I noticed that the void would like never go away from me personally. And I'm not telling anyone, how to feel or like what to do. So please, like, don't tell me, oh, like, you're ruining our beliefs. Because if you believe in this stuff, then my video, should not deter you. I'm just sharing my personal experience. So also with the I wish to see the highest possible outcome stuff, I ended up getting like a bad relationship with someone. Like the relationship just got worse and worse and worse, even though I kept saying like I wish to see the highest possible outcome. Um, it would always just be that I would see the lowest possible outcome of that day, like the lowest possible thing that could happen. I think that's because when you say the word high, um, and you're trying to attract that word, you actually just get the opposite because opposites do attract. And LOA is just a bunch of bogus. It's these people selling you these like happy dreams because it does work sometimes, and hard work and dedication are gonna pay off and they are gonna give you what you want sometimes. And obviously if you focus on something and you put in work to get that something, you're gonna probably get that something. And then people say, oh, like LOA did this and it made me like this amazing like entrepreneur and I got like millions of dollars and all this. Well, you obviously put in work with your business and stuff, but then they say LOA. But people don't talk about the trippier side of it, where when in nature do we actually see like opposites or like things attracting each other? As far as I know, north magnet, right? Doesn't north repel north? So the opposites don't opposites don't attract each other. Sorry, like things don't attract each other. Actually, opposites attract each other, and that's seriously how I feel. I know it might sound crazy. I know like everything I say seems to always sound crazy to people, but I hope at least that I've kind of backed up my points enough that you can see where I'm coming from. And if you don't agree with me, I'm totally fine with it. And I'm open to debates and I'm open to that type of stuff. So that's fine if you don't agree. But I just, like, what the heck, I felt so drained and disappointed after I used to say that phrase every single day. And now that I'm just free of it, I feel so much like more free. I just feel like so much more like myself. I feel like I'm not trying to like put like a spell or something. I know that's probably like too far of a word to say, but I honestly feel like I'm not putting like a spell in my life. I'm just like letting my life like live and be how it has to be through my free will and through like what I want to see, and that's fine. Like it's through what I want. It's not through like these weird methods that came from possible lower vibrational entity or places, and possibly these entities had bad intentions for us. So be aware and don't fall victim to it. And you don't have to keep using LOA just because it's like something that you learned. You don't have to keep doing it if it's giving you bad results or anything like that. So don't feel like just because you started something, you want to see it through, that you have to stop, or that anything bad's gonna happen if you just stop and you just live your life like how you want to live it. All right, so that's pretty much it for the video. Trying to think of like what else I was gonna say. I don't think there's like anything else. Yeah, let's just keep. I don't really want to pick up my bunny and show you guys, but not right now. Alright, so that's it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, and I love you.